Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm very late this morning, and no, nothing happened. I just slept in. You've seen me in the last couple of days. I look like a walking zombie. So, yeah, I got about 10 hours sleep. So, hopefully back to normal here, but I needed some rest. I worked my ass off yesterday, finished putting up all that pegboard in the garage. I mean, and that's tough, okay? You're trying to lift pieces of board and stretch and, you know, Mrs. P helped a little bit, but most of it's got to be me. And, I mean, just because I'm taller, I can reach and I know what I'm doing with this stuff. So, yeah, it was putting a wall up in the inside of the garage. That's what I did all weekend. So, but I'm back and I'm here. All right. So, if you guys noticed, I talked a little bit about what was going on Saturday's live stream, but I want to kind of touch on it. The world, the people of the world, at least, are starting to really show they are rejecting this globalist idea, this liberal, communist, democratic, socialist idea. Okay. If you look what happened yesterday, okay, Meloni won the Italian election. And not only did she win, but her party looks to have gained a supermajority in Italian parliament. That's a thorough rebuke of liberal policies. Of course, the EU president, Frau van Anders, is furious. Tough shit, lady. It's Italy. They can do whatever the hell they want. Okay. Sorry. I mean, I loved her threats the other day. Oh, well, if they elect her, the EU is going to have to impose sanctions on Italy. And everybody's like, right here, Gee, I don't know. You might want to avoid a certain group, say in Sicily, from telling them what to do. Just saying. Okay. But this isn't the first. Sweden, who is a notorious leftist country, thumbed their nose earlier at liberalism and said we need to bring a conservative in. Okay, if you go back to Trump's presidency and the wave of nationalism, conservatism, pride in your country that swept the world. Trump was definitely a leader. Biden is definitely not. Okay, I mean, if some Democrat says yes, Biden's a good leader, I want to check them for a pulse. But I mean, I don't care what they say his percentage of approval rating is. 37%, or you see some of these. Oh, it's up to 48%. Who the hell are you interviewing to find that half the people in this country approve of Biden? You can't. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm all for inflation. I'm all for going to war with China. I'm all for going to war with Russia. No. Okay. But the media will spin it, whatever. And of course, we'll bust the media daily and tell you the truth. Notice you didn't see anything at all in the media about what was going on over the weekend. And, even though nothing came of it, it was still worthy of reporting and kind of letting people know, hey, this is being talked about. I'm saying in reference to China. But going back to the wave of nationalism, conservatism, this isn't, like Adolf Hitler, nationalist socialist party. Okay, no. This is the nationalist conservative movement that people want to identify as, hey, I'm Italian. Hey, I'm Swedish. Hey, I'm American. I read something yesterday that there was a disparity, let's just put it this way, between a couple of popular political websites, between Nate Silver's 538 to win and, or whatever, 297 to win, whatever the hell, Nate Silver, 538, and Real Clear Politics. And this is how deranged some on the left are, how much they have been brainwashed. Is Nate Silver actually put on there that the Democrats are going to keep the House and have at least a 20-seat majority in the House, and the Democrats are going to pick up 7 senators. So it would be a 57-43 split in the Senate. Where the hell does he get his figures from? Okay. Maybe if you're only polling people in the inner cities, maybe if you think Georgia is only Atlanta, if you think Illinois is only Chicago, if you think only I can't even find a liberal area in Arizona. There aren't even 7 seats in the Senate that are in play for the Democrats, yet this was what it was. RCP was a little bit more accurate. They figured it's going to be 2 to 3 seat pickup for the Conservatives in the Senate, and anywhere between 7 and 38 for the House. I have a tendency to think both of those numbers are going to be light, okay? Because, and this is my reason, just like in 2016, Trump came out of nowhere and won. I mean, remember, the day before the election, the media was giving Hillary a 99% chance of winning based on polling. But she lost, okay? A lot of people aren't coming out and saying, I'm not voting for the Democrat, I'm voting for the conservative, even if it's okay, the lesser of two evils. That's what got Joe selected, okay? He was the lesser of two evils in a lot of people's minds, not 81 million people's minds, but even then. You're going to see the exact opposite happen in the midterms. And people are going to, and if conservatives do it right, all they have to do is start pulling voting records out of their opponent and go, look, they voted this. My competitor voted for the Inflation Protection Act that causes inflation. They voted to send $11 gazillion or however much money we've sent to Ukraine already. The kitchen table issue is what's going to change everything. Your money. They can spin it all they want about abortion and everything like that, and say, oh, that's going to be the key issue. It's not, okay? Personally, at my age, okay, we don't plan on getting pregnant. Abortion's not a kitchen table issue. We do plan on eating the economy as a kitchen table issue. And a lot of people are like that, okay? Y'all know my stance on abortion. I can't support anything this administration says about it. Abortion is just wrong. I'm sorry. My opinion. Disagree with me if you want. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. But I know a lot of you say the elections will never happen, yada, yada, yada. I'm still going to disagree with you. Unless something absolutely crazy happens in 5 weeks or whatever it is, we'll be replacing Congress. But a little bit of hope is it looks like the world is starting to reject this World Economic Forum, globalist, socialist, one world government crap and said, you know what? I like being Italian. I like being Swedish. Personally, I like being American. See if I can get caught up today. Enjoy the morning. Pinball out.